Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Morning. My name is Neal Fullerton, and for this opening session, we're going to take a fresh look at some of the key elements in working effectively together. We're going to take a fresh look at it through the lens of music. We're actually going to play music together, all 200 of us. We're going to make music together. The plastic tubes that you can see on the table are your instruments. So today, you are the orchestra. Now, playing music together and financial services, what have they got to do with each other? I'm glad you asked me. Think about that beautiful piece of Beethoven we just heard. Think about the orchestra and the performers who actually made it happen. Every performer, every musician in the orchestra had to listen to every other musician in the orchestra in order to understand what was going on and to play their part. So clearly, listening is very important in working effectively together in an orchestra. And the correlation is obvious if you're working together with others, be it clients or colleagues. The correlation is obvious, whatever field you're working in. So listening, that's a key part. We know this. Also think about how accurate the orchestra had to be. Every member of the orchestra had to play exactly the right note. And if you've ever tried to play a violin, it's really, really difficult to get the right note. I mean, if I've had a piano here and I said, okay, could you play a C, and I'll point to it, you can play the C. It's easy, right? But if I said, here's a violin, play the C, way difficult. So accuracy is clearly also very, very important if you're going to work effectively together in an orchestra. And you all know how important it is to be accurate and precise in your business. What about timing? The orchestra, if everybody in the orchestra played the correct note, but they didn't play it at the correct time, the piece is not going to sound the way it should, and they're certainly not going to achieve excellence, which, after all, is what everybody is striving for. So, those are just three of the elements that we're going to play around with today. So, everybody has a Boomwhacker. Now, before you do anything, I know it's tempting, wait. The way that you use these, each different color produces a different note. Okay? And the way that you use them is by striking the Boomwhacker against the palm of your hand. Okay. Musically speaking, I would say that was less than inspiring. But of course it was. There's no plan of what to do. I just said, here they are, here are your notes. So it's just a random collection of notes. There was nobody leading or conducting. So it was bound to sound a little nonplussed, a bit chaotic. But what we're going to do during this little session is to put those things in place. Some leadership. We're going to tell you how to use them and make sure that everybody's accurate and precise. You're going to listen to each other. All of those things. When we put all of those elements together, actually, you'll be quite amazed by the end of this session, I believe, in what we can achieve with these instruments. So the long red ones, I want you to just, after me, do what I do. Just the red ones, okay? So I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. Now, it's really good if you do it all at the same time and a bit of, good effort and all that. But accuracy. Remember, that's what we're talking about. Remember the Beethoven piece? It sounded so good because people were accurate. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And get ready to stop. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Okay. Well, the idea behind this particular exercise is that you have to focus. If you've got a long red one, then you're going to have something completely different to do to the person who's got an orange one. They may be sitting next to you, or a yellow one sitting next to you. So the trick here, the challenge, is to focus. Keep focused on your thing, all right? In the same way that the sales have to focus on their thing and the accounts department have to focus on their thing, but they're all contributing to an end result. This one goes like this. Good, keep doing it. Stop. Here we go. Excellent. I want to show you something that I think is phenomenal, and it applies not only to music, but in every other field, if you think creatively. We've got these tubes, these Boomwhacker tubes. They are resources. Let's call them that. They're resources. Sometimes, if we're smart and creative, we can use our resources in a totally different way and get a totally different outcome. And I want to demonstrate that with you now. What we've done so far, we've done single notes. Okay, we did the bum, 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 bum. We did that. We did the rhythmic exercise just now. Okay, now we're going to use these tubes in a totally different way and listen to the effect. I want you to start hitting your Boomwhacker as quickly as you can. Go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, and get ready to stop at the right time. That was good. Okay, so what did we do there? Glad you asked me. We made a chord. We made a chord, okay? And with these notes, as I said, we can make chords, we can play melodies. Fantastic. What I want to do now is have the green team. You do the same thing. Green team, give me your chord. Go. Lovely. Brilliant. Yellow team, give me your chord. Oh, melancholy. Beautiful. Stop. That's what I want. Darling, stand by me. Yes. Whoa, stand by me. Now, as fast as you can. Green ones. Stand. The blue. Stand by me. And the red. Stand by me. Okay, stop. Let's stop the video. Stop the video. Look at what we can do. Absolutely amazing. Now, the last thing I want to do with you, is this. You have those pieces of paper there in front of you. This is the last thing that's missing. We talked about listening. We talked about being accurate. We talked about timing. We talked about being focused. We talked about using resources in a different way. We had leadership from these guys here and ownership. One thing missing, it's the plan. We need a plan that everyone signs up to and agrees to follow. This is the plan. Each color has a different role to play in this. And we're going to see if we can play this. And let's see if you can figure out, if you play it right, you'll know immediately what it is. If you play it wrong, you'll think, what the hell is this? Okay? So let's see what happens. Now, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. You did it! Give yourselves a round of applause. That was fantastic. Absolutely marvelous. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't need to summarize all of that. We know what it was about, and you did a great job. So that's all. My time's up now. Thank you very much. Have a great conference. See you. Thank you very much. Thank you.